Well, thank you very much. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is my great honor to be here. And my great honor, Professor Serif, President of Mansoura National University, Prof. Raifa, Dean of Faculty of Nursing, and Prof. Heba Abu Bakar, Student Affair, yeah, for this conference. And also, I think my friend also here, Dr. Kamel Gauda, also here. Thank you very much for give me opportunity to share my study to this beautiful event. I'm so happy can meet all of you, meet many scholar here. So we can change information each other about our study and before I get a lot of information from the other scholar, they are explain they are share their study to me and to us also. And today I would like to present my topic related with the personalized care for patients with diabetes. I am Satria Pranata. I am a lecturer at Universitas Muhammadiyah Semarang, or we call Muhammadiyah University in Indonesia. And the Muhammadiyah University in Indonesia, a lot of university, but our university currently in the Semarang City, Central Java, Indonesia. Okay, before I explain more about my study, I think we need to see this information, this data first. Yeah, the population of diabetes every year always increase every year. From the data 2019, we know that the data of patient with diabetes currently 463 million in 2019. Increase again in 2021, become 536.6 million, and become 589 million people, million population in 2024. And the prediction 2050, the number always increase again, become the 853 in 2050. And we know that 1 every 9 seconds people die due to diabetes. This data from International Diabetes Federation 2024. And the number of died due to diabetes in one due to diabetes in 1 years was 3.5, yeah, 3.5 3.5 million, yeah. This data from International Diabetes Federation. And we can see this picture, yeah. This picture. This is the top 10 of country with diabetes population in the world. The number 1 is China, number 2 India, and number 5 is Indonesia, is my country. And Egypt also included into the top 10 for the diabetes population, the highest diabetes population in the world. And because of diabetes situation, the situation will suffer patient with diabetes with a huge burden of individual effect and their family. People living with diabetes are at risk of developing several debilitating and life-threatening complications, leading to an increased need for medical care and reduce the quality of life and premature death. Actually, the several countries already tried to solve this problem by form diabetes community, made special policy for diabetes, promoted preventive with counseling, meal planning, and exercise. But the number of complications decrease, yeah, still increase every year, like the 54% for diabetic neuropathy, diabetic retinopathy 33.40%, and so on. And if the situation cannot be solved, of course the healthcare expenditure will increase in the future. Okay. The big question, why, what happened with our implementation, what happened with our program, yeah, why our program is still cannot decrease the number of population, and why the number of population always increase the risk of complication in the future. From the study, yeah, from the other study mentioned that we our intervention just focus for education program. But from the other result, the other result mentioned that a change in knowledge and attitude through the information transform in introduction are not sufficient to realize the desired self-care behavior. And the data from Ministry of Education mentioned that most patients with diabetes do not control their disease very well, even though the patient education has been provided. And the problem we identify from my study, I identify the problem. We need to focus for patient preference. We need to respect with patient preference, and we need to respect also for the patient decision making in health goal. And we if we can focus for the patient preference and patient goal, from my study, we see that the patient be more responsible if we can focus for the patient preference. And I study about that. And this the my news, yeah, my news publication about the patient preference. In the patient preference, diabetes patient preference and expectation for healthcare service to prevent diabetes complication, we identify what the patient preference. After the long study, we found, yeah, we found that our patient need more information about diet pattern adjustment, health information. They have own expectation about the for health information and information of the choosing the right medication. They need information about the right type of exercise, and where is what kind of biochemical test they are need, where the near health facility, where is the near hospital around their living, and how to do the hemodynamic control. And they also have their own expectation for healthcare as service. We identify a lot of that information, and after we integrate our study, we find that there are a lot of patient preference in our country. And I believe every country have the special patient preference, because we have a lot of kind of traditional, kind of value. And every country have the other value. And we believe that the other country also have the other preference, it's other. And actually, we did a lot of study about the patient diabetes. We did a study for precision healthcare element definition and strategy for patient with diabetes. We did also study for precision healthcare strategy for other adult with diabetes in Indonesia, about through the Delphi consensus study. We did also the other study, like the pilot test for implementing precision healthcare program in patient with diabetes in Indonesia. And we summarize from all of our study. The summarize is all the end of our study related with the personalized care. Yeah. And the personalized care, a lot. Precision healthcare belong to the personalized care. Precision medicine also belong to the personalized care. What kind of the personalized care? The personalized care like the personalized genetic or lifestyle, biodata or evidence-based, patient preference, and patient priority care. Yeah, we can see the definition for precision healthcare. Precision healthcare is providing integrated care based on individual need, including interdisciplinary cooperation and patient involvement in decision making regarding health goal, providing care that meet patient expectation and preference, providing patient-oriented care, and using biodata as evidence-based. This belong to personalized care based on individual needs. Precision healthcare for diabetes definition also belong to personalized care, like the tailoring integrated care through interdisciplinary collaborative practice among patient, nurse, and physician based on the patient genetic or lifestyle, patient preference, and priority. A lot of study for diabetes intervention to decrease the number of complication in the future belong to the personalized care. A lot of study around in each country. Okay, from our study, we try to integrate all of our study become the strategy, and we divided that strategy become the 7 strategy. The first one, brief detailed teaching, assessing self management level, organizing brainstorming session among patients to exchange experience, making a list of patient needs, and then ranking the priority, setting goal and writing action, doing follow-up, then and reporting the goal at time. We can see together, yeah. In the first one, we did this activity. We invite a lot of patients with diabetes in the big hall like this, and the patient can get a lot of information from health professional. Doctor can give the basic information how to do the self management well at home. The dietitian focus how to manage dietary pattern while at home, and the nurse give the information how to do food care, and how to do the exercise, something like that, and a lot of that just basic data, just basic information to patient. Because when the if the patient cannot don't have the basic information, I think they cannot do the self management in well at their home. Because maybe malpractice will appears in the future if they don't have the basic information about the self management. After that, we group our patient, yeah. We group our patient based on the level of their self management. A patient with the highest self management, we group become the one group, and the middle self management, we group also become the one group, and the low self management, we group also become the one group. And patient with the same group can share each other, can share information each other, how they are decrease the blood glucose level. Yeah, the other student, the other patient can learn from the other patient also, and the other patient also can learn from the other patient also. And we from our study, there is a good strategy. Because sometimes when the information come from the health professional, the information cannot be received by our patient. But if the good information coming from their friend patient with diabetes, they can receive very well that information. And so that's why please give the authority for our patient to set the goal about their goal, yeah, their goal, how to decrease their blood glucose level, and how to make their HbA1c still stable until 3 months, and the next month until for in the future. Because we know that if the HbA1c can be normal, can be in normal level, we think the risk of complication in the future can be decreased. And yeah, from our long study, we get the summary that for the precision healthcare, personalized care related with artificial intelligence also, and related with the big data. And for achieve that goal, we need regulation that go firm, yeah. And a skilled health professional need to be increased every year. And we need support health technology, continue research, and of course, yeah, we need a huge cost to implement that approach, that approach, yeah, precision healthcare, artificial intelligence, big data, personalized care in the future. We need a very big cost, yeah, to implement it in the future. And we also study from the other country. We go to the one hospital, yeah, to already implement about the precision personalized care, and we can see the impact from personalized care in that hospital. We observe that implementation to in the Taipei Veteran General Hospital, and we surprised that the implementation is a very big effect to the patient with diabetes. And the number of complication can be decreased, yeah, can be decreased in the future. Yeah, that's my presentation today, and I'm so happy. This is my pleasure. We have the opportunity to present our study here. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Satria, for your valuable presentation. I saw in the presentation many research related to the topic. It's very valuable research for us. I want to ask you about the precious health care. You mentioned 7 steps for that. Related to our conference themes and AI and the digitalization, I want to ask how can digital cook enhance goal reporting, or how the digital tools can help us in performing programs like that?
Say, sorry for your voice because I cannot hear clearly your voice here, and but I get the maybe your question, the point of your question is how to evaluate, right? How to evaluate the implementation from our program. We usually evaluate the implementation of our program by the laboratory test. By laboratory test, we observe, yeah, we observe the laboratory test from our patient every regularly some of laboratory tests check by month, and the some laboratory laboratory tests check by 3 months, like the SBA1C. We check the progress every 3 months, but for the cholesterol, triglyceride, and blood glucose level, we check every month. And the level of self management, we usually check by the self management questionnaire in Indonesia.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sadria, but I wanted to say something. I don't know the environment in Indonesia. We can use digital tools, apps. Now in Egypt, if we wanted to make a study or research, the most of the tools we use digital apps. Say, if I want to make a survey for monitorize the needs of the patient, of diabetic patient, I can make a Google form questionnaire and disseminate it for the population of the disease. Example of diabetes. Is it available in Indonesia?
Yeah,
Using
sure.
the application?
Yes, yes, sure. We are still in progress to develop the instrument, yeah, to develop the instrument to identify the patient preference and to identify the priority preference for diabetes patient in Indonesia. And we hope in the future we can work together. We can work together for this study also, yeah. Muhammadiyah University of Semarang and Mansoura National University. This
Yes,
will be
so
a
it's my
great.
friend and my specialty is medical surgical, and I make a research for diabetes also.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Saif, for your participation in our conference. And we will see your participation in next conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you all. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.